I first came across you at probably in a Grant Cardone YouTube video. You were, I think, his top salesman there for a while. Can you give me a little bit of background on how you got in there and what it was like working in that company?
Yeah, totally. So in 2013, I was totally broke, completely in debt, and was making about 50 grand a year living in New York City. And I was just miserable. As if you've been to New York City, you know that 50 grand does not go very far. So
Where were you living in the
needless,
city?
yeah, I was in Astoria, Queens, if you've
Okay.
ever been.
Yep.
And I was working in Brooklyn.
Okay.
And so when I was living there, I was absolutely miserable. As I just mentioned, I was completely broke and just literally woke up one day and had that like, why am I here moment. And I just remember kind of going back into work. I was the top salesperson there, but I was just completely capped out, couldn't make any more money. And I was just miserable. So I was scrolling through my phone, going through Twitter, and I'd seen a tweet from Grant Cardone saying, hey, this is your opportunity to shoot us a video to kind of win a position on a reality show called Whatever It Takes to Earn Your Dream Job with Grant Cardone. And I had never read one of his books, never really watched too many of his like YouTube videos. I just kind of knew this person was successful as sales was concerned. And so I shot over a video. They invited me down. I did a no call, no show, used some Southwest points to get down to Miami, ended up winning that show. And, 2 weeks later, ended up driving straight down from New York City all the way down to Miami, moving sight and scene into an apartment I'd never even looked at before in the middle of the ghetto. And I started working for Grant. And so over the course of about 3.5 years is about how long I worked there. I amassed a lot of success, some good followers as well, just through kind of showing that transformation pretty much from making no money to making $500,000 a year in sales, and really just taking full control of my life through financial success. And so that's kind of the backstory on how I ended up there. It was just a fluke, and I won a reality TV show, I guess.
Awesome. What was the biggest deal you've ever gotten from cold calling? Was it there, or has it been post?
Good question. There's been several big deals. I think the one that sticks out the most to me from a cold call was Sprint Wireless. While I was working at Grant Cardone's office, I kind of told myself, because I was the top salesperson in 2015, and I was like all happy about that. I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. But how good am I really? I'm going to pick a Fortune 50 company and just make a decision to just infiltrate that business, that company, get all the way up to the top and see if I can earn myself a big contract with a well-known enterprise company like Sprint. And so Sprint at the time, I didn't know anybody there. I had no contacts. I had no idea who to reach out to. But I just started kind of just making it known on social media that I'd really like to work with them. And sooner or later, I ended up getting connected with the director of sales for the Wisconsin and Illinois, market. And he kind of started putting me in touch with things, and we started doing some pilot deals, so on and so forth. But long story short, over the course of 2 years, I worked on this deal. I ended up getting a massive multi six-figure contract with them, ended up making well over $250,000 in commissions in just one felt swoop. So I kind of told myself too that if I did close a deal like that, I'd give myself permission to kind of take the risk of going out on my own, because what I was doing to get that deal worked. And so that was something that I could duplicate. And so, that was the largest deal that I've closed, at least with dollars and cents attached to it.